Legend of Live, hi! How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Hi, Chris. Sadly won't be watching today. We'll watch VOD later. Right. Yep. Don't worry, don't worry. I hope you're having a good day, Chris. I'm guessing you are busy with stuff. One of those days. Hi, Sondormant. How are you doing? Good to see you. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday today. We're back. We're gonna play some Tangle Tower today. And I made it... Ooh. I have 0 of the sweaty magnifying glasses. We found 23 items and 7 people last time. And 0 sweaty magnifying glasses. So that's how far we made it. Oh, I gotta remember, how did we play this? I think it was mostly just using the mouse, right? Like, just clicking. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're having a good day too. To be honest, I'm quite tired today. But it was a hectic day at work. But now I'm home. I'm streaming. I can calm down a little bit. And I mean, this game is not super hectic either. So it's gonna be a good, relaxing little stream here. A good day at work, but a hectic day at work. So I'm happy to be sitting down. I've been standing all day. Where were we? Let's see. So there's 2 people I have not met in this game yet. And I think we've I don't know what this magnifying glass means. Father Lord... Oh, I can see their family tree. What is this? Is there anything suspicious about Flora? Well, look at her. Oh my god, there's so many things we can have a look at. Is the sound good, by the way? Or is it too loud? If anyone is hearing. Because I haven't really configured the sound, I think. Ooh, it's actually... It was a little loud for me, so I'm guessing it's a little loud on the stream then as well. Let's try that. We'll see how it works. Sound is okay to me? Oh, great.
It's a big stone dais.
Biggest one I've ever seen. First one too.
Okay, you know what? Let's have a look at... I don't really remember what I did last time. We spoke to everyone and got a little bit of clues. But I guess first we have to open each room. So let's go to this room and see if what we find in here. A chemist. I'm actually working in a chemistry lab myself. I recognize chemists.
Ancient history?
When I see them. Straight away, I can smell a chemist. Books about ancient history.
These books are ancient history. I think they'd crumble into dust if I tried to pick them up.
Good excuse.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Books about insects.
Well, theoretically. There's not a single book on that shelf.
Huh.
Books about geography.
Skip. Books about ancient
These
history.
books are ancient. I think they.
Excuse.
Thanks.
Okay, a star? What is
Books
this
about
astrology?
space.
Oh,
They're relatively untouched. Sure. Why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
The search for new knowledge, the archiving of old, is downright poetic.
we had a theory last time. Be careful with lowering the sound too much. For some reason, there's this bell sound when you're finishing a chapter that is not affected by settings. So it'll sound super loud. Oh, right, really? Well, I think we'll... if it happens, we'll see. So I haven't finished a chapter yet, probably, because I haven't heard that bell sound. Which is interesting.
A snow globe?
Of sorts.
Okay, look closer. So this is Tangle Tower. In a broken glass.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains.
Wait, is Tangle Tower...
What are you thinking?
This looks weird.
That would make an amazing souvenir.
It looks like it's a man-made mountain range around Tangle Tower.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of... What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing...
Okay. A plant?
What's in those bottles?
Are they growing the
I'm not sure.
ganya here?
Soil samples?
What's in those
I'm not
bottles?
sure. Soil samples? It's musty in here.
What exactly does that mean? What is must?
Well, this must be.
Must. You ask such stupid questions.
Nice.
Okay, a book.
It's an illustrated book
Oh,
about
it's a
birds.
peacock in the book. What the hell?
And it's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Oh.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
Dum dum dum. Oh, this is the bird. It feels like everything so far. So I had a theory that Bird Lady is the crazy person because she was engaged with Fitz, and we found feathers that was suspiciously close to underneath the window or where Flora got killed. Maybe they want us to think it's her. But she is my first suspect. If I were to arrest anyone and keep them in custody, I would get the bird lady. The ink dip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even amongst avian mystids. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the ink dip lives mostly of its life alone. It has particular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of the Tantum amica. Okay, so it's eating a specific plant. That plant. And it has spotted... The wings are spotted on the tops. Okay. Interesting. Let's
A chalkboard.
interrogate
Is this a library or a
Wait,
class?
we can look closer at the chalkboard. What the fuck am I looking at? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $191, 193. Maths? Yeah, what the hell? So, Trident, Celsius, X, and half that. And then we have something. And a wavelength. Divided by V. With an R raised to 2. Wait, where have I seen this sign before? I've seen this in another game. This is like the Eye of Sauron or something. Where the hell have I seen this mark before? And this kinda looks like a bird. An eye and the beak and the wing. She's trying to tell us something about birds. The math is just a disguise to rat on the bird lady. And this looks like the gear shift pattern on my Toyota Aygo. First gear, and then you need to use magic to get to second gear, and quickly switch to 7th gear, back to 4th and 3rd. No, feels like my Toyota Aygo. Okay.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
We can probably use that later. Okay,
Curious.
let's see.
I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I am still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent
Wait,
of any
is
and
her
all
eye on the
crimes.
side of the head?
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis? About the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor,
Fifi Fellow, okay.
innovator.
So, tell me about yourself, Fifi Fellow.
You will need to be more specific. One's self cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
I need her on my
Fifi, you
team.
said you were a micro... something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead.
Eyeglasses.
It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
Okay. Okay, what happened yesterday? We need
What
to
can you tell me
figure out
about
what
the
you can
murder?
say.
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective
She has
too,
a little
Fifi?
I just
ADHD
need
as
to
well.
know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Poppy was...
So what did you do instead?
Oh, that was Piano
I
Lady.
locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
And I think her story... Her story, I think, turns out fine. Because... Didn't someone go to her room to find her crying or... Yeah, I think someone said
I
that
was
before.
in my room. The lights
Let's
were
see.
off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door.
Yeah.
I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
Hi, Death Star. How are you
performed that
doing?
scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
So she is super scientific and like doesn't know her feelings. I'm doing great. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. We are playing some Tangle Tower today. We're gonna see if we can solve this murder mystery. So, we can ask her about a lot of different people.
Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes,
She needs
the
to brush her hair.
superfluous window
It's messy.
dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what
Hmm.
about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
Exactly one grandparent. Man, it feels like I need to remember all of this, but I'm not sure if I have to. Let's
Name,
ask her about Flora.
Fellow. Age, 44. Profession,
44?
unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't
Know
she
nothing
your
about her.
mother? How do you not know anything?
Wait, is that her mother?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has
Hmm.
Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
She suffered a great loss? Okay.
Name, Haksha. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Okay, pointer.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age,
I don't remember if
57.
pointers and fellows
Profession.
were...
None.
I'm pretty sure he's
If they were
Oh, yes.
not
of
super
course.
happy with each
How
other.
uncharacteristically forgetful of me. Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
There
I
it
can
is.
see why.
Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this.
It feels like
She is very
everyone we have
important,
been talking to
and I
in
will
this
not
game
rest
now,
until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a
everyone
lot of time
loved
with
Freya.
recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became 1. Increasingly independent, and 2. Increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
Nope.
I do
Fellows and
not.
pointers have a
If you are
feud over
looking
who
for a
inherits the
speculative,
house.
empathetic
Right.
Opinion,
Since it's...
try asking
Right.
Poppy
Yeah,
instead.
yeah.
The three of you were
The
friends.
Remingtons were
We are of a
the...
similar age, and all highly gifted.
They were in the middle of the
One
family tree,
scientist,
right?
1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Okay. Penny, this is my biggest suspect. Maybe it's supposed to be your biggest suspect at
Name,
this point of the game.
Fitzfellow.
But
Age,
Penny,
24.
she's
Profession,
a
cryptobotanist.
filthy little bird
Likes
owner
soil,
that
dislikes
kills
electrolytes.
people
Hang
for a
on.
living.
Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot, and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
Wait,
He was also carrying a knife.
Pointer Tower carrying a knife. Huh. But Poppy is a pointer, right? I feel like Fitz and Penny they are in a relationship, but I wonder if Fitz is secretly having an affair with Poppy. And he is going behind Penny's back. And Penny thought that maybe Poppy was in a tower. Maybe it was dark. She thought she was killing Poppy, but she accidentally killed Freya.
Name, Poppy Pointer.
We
Age,
gotta find
19.
more clues.
Profession, oh. Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
Okay,
Name.
Penny?
Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes. Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Okay. We've asked her about every person. Let's check
What
the...
is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Let's check
Oh,
the
it's
items.
impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
Is she the
They
one that
can't
is supposed to
make you do
inherit
anything,
it?
Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her. I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene,
Apart from the one in the painting.
which as a mere abstract representation does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
It doesn't look like she's holding a knife in the portrait. I think it looks like she's holding something else. Like... Because she's having her hand like this, and it looks like the knife is coming up from... Like, she's not holding it as you would hold a knife.
Freya is normally highly skilled at
And it's
capturing
just
signs like
weird.
this.
Like,
But in this painting,
In
she
the-
is
it doesn't look
accidentally
like the
left Flora
handle.
quite young.
the
I
handle
think
is
she
also
was
going...
just being kind.
It's
Why
weird.
is
It
that
doesn't look
so?
like a knife to me.
Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course,
Okay.
this belongs
Damaged
to Poppy.
tape.
In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right. But why?
I do not know why.
Okay, a
The
harp
statue
statue.
itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp. Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
We're working on it.
We were close
We
to
are.
deciphering this. We had a... I saw it was different. Like, we have a piano, we had a bird, we had a kissy mouth, and we had a bell. So I'm guessing we're gonna have a bell tower as well or something. And I think in each of those rooms we're gonna find something that is gonna help us with this getting the right combination.
Curious. The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
Okay, so there's actually blood on the palette and the brush.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days.
Oh. And this is strange, because the crack going through the gramophone, we also have a crack in the tape.
she laughing?
Why was she laughing? Hi, Milaika, how are you doing?
That belongs to my mother.
I hope
think
you're
she
having a
must be fond of
fantastic
eggs.
day today.
There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
I can't stay long, but hope you have fun. Thank you. I hope you're having a fantastic day today as well. I'm guessing you got some schoolwork to do.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
Wait, so it's actually blood in one of the paint jars? Okay. And that one is all of them cracked?
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be?
And there's broken glass in the statue. I'm just thinking, there's a broken glass in a trumpet that is cracked. There's cracks in this glass that was in Freya's room. There's cracks in this tape and cracks in the gramophone that was in Freya's room. And it feels like everything that has cracks has something to do with music or sound and like glass. So I'm thinking like an opera singer or something that can sing so loudly so like shit is cracking.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But...
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
I'm thinking now, could the mute lady actually be so good at singing that her tone can crack glass? And she cracked the tape and the gramophone and these bottles? Maybe I'm onto something.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
God damn it, we don't know who this is. This has gotta be Poppy, right? Before she became goth.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
And the birds?
I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh,
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
Okay.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next. This belongs to Professor
I kinda
Clayton,
like her.
does it not?
No, I don't think so.
She's giving us
Who
very
else would own
straightforward
such a
information.
pointless little telescope.
It's a telescope.
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Oh. Didn't someone say that this was... that someone was using this to actually look at small things? Like, in the garden or
The
something?
fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down.
Okay,
and
we
sell
have
it as a precious
conflicting-
stone.
It's not edible.
We have conflicting stuff
Depends.
about the telescope.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth.
Because this could be big.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is.
Oh, that blade? Be ready to unlock a lot of things thanks to Fifi? Yeah, I guess.
What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
Yeah, these are the... But there's 4 feathers.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother's not been in the library for some time.
Okay. So, someone saw... Didn't she say that she saw Fitz go up with a knife?
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I would have thought.
Okay, so someone saw Fitz go up the pointer tower with a knife. That was probably not a knife, that was just this ornate trowel that was mistaken as a knife. But someone was using this small lens, and they said they were using it as a microscope. But she says that the lens cannot be used to other things than looking at stuff that is far away. Interesting.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
So someone is lying. Okay, let's go. Let's go check out Fifi's bedroom. What do we find in here? And she is a
There's
messy
something
girl.
about the
Holy shit.
report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower.
There's something about reporter. Yeah.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Okay, later.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope.
Yeah. She said she was using it to look at close-up stuff.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay. That is good. Let's look at the...
suspect. Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
Let's see if we find anything in here.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
Okay,
I
empty
don't know what that
cans.
drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
Okay, the book.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
Okay.
A pretty ornate window with a great view of the lake.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space.
Man, she's a pure gamer, Fifi.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
Okay, a small magnifying glass.
It's a magnifying glass.
How
Oh,
come
it's
you,
Why?
supposed to
Should I
say.
start-
you couldn't pull off?
What are these triangles and
posters.
shit?
This one's about the Pythagoras theorem.
Nah, I've not heard of that band. Are they any good?
Homemade posters. This one's about the Pythagoras
Nah,
theorem.
I've not heard of that
Okay.
band.
Homemade posters. This one's about the
Nah,
Pythagoras.
I've not heard
Yeah,
of that
they're all
band.
the same.
Crystal
Crystal
chandeliers.
chandeliers.
Extra fancy.
I don't know. They just seem old-fashioned to me. Plus, they're kind of dusty.
Scientific formulas, probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea what any of it means.
Is there nothing in this room?
That's a whole lot of books.
Oh, this weird machine.
It looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
They look closer. Okay.
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Horizontally slide the 4 magnifying glasses. Oh. Wait, what do they do? So one is... This one is zooming in a shit ton. This one is zooming in even more. So a plus and a minus becomes a nothing. What am I even supposed to do? Are we gonna connect these in? Okay, if we take the triple magnifier here with a... Okay, a triple magnifier with a double single magnifier. And a double magnifier. And I guess oh, it's a key! Oh, of course, it says there's a key on the bottom.
I got it.
Ah! Haha! Fivehead.
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
Okay, what are we finding in here? Oh, with a combination lock. What the hell? A well-used book resembling a diary? It's locked with a strange metal device. Can I give you a suggestion? Leave the suspicions for later. After you talk to everyone about every person and clue. It might help you to keep it fresh in your mind. Okay, I'll do that. That's a good tip. And we should be... Okay, we have two... Oh, we got the sweaty magnifying glass now. But I think before we do that, let's check out all the rooms. Freya's room. Okay.
Painting supplies.
It's a fish?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
Okay, she has a little
Freya's bear.
teddy bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Painting
Just little
supplies.
trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Okay, what is this big
That
painting?
painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Oh! What the hell is this supposed to be? A small photograph of Freya's extract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges. In one way it looks like a mountain, and in one way it looks like a person being seen from the side or something. Like this is an eye, and we have a face and the hair, and like a long hood or something, like a jacket. Okay, that was a little weird.
Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight. It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer.
Okay, look close. Oh my god, what do we do here?
Paintbrushes.
They're not real paintbrushes.
Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Swap the brushes in the correct order. Arrange the paper to find clues. Okay. So... yeah, that one seems to be fitting there. Hmm. Okay, how does this help us? We have question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. Small to tall or something? Okay, so one green is supposed to be here, and one blue is supposed to be here. We need that it's supposed to be a short paintbrush on the far left side, and the tallest paintbrush on the far right, one of these two. It's supposed to be a wide paintbrush as the third brush that we do have, and a tilted one that we do have here. And it's supposed to be orange on the far left, so the orange should be there, I guess. And a pink? I don't have pink. Is this pink?
Nothing.
Did you find a hint on those scraps of paper? It looks like a ripped-up jigsaw puzzle.
Or is it these two? That is... No, this has to be blue as well.
That was
Each
incorrect.
brush, the information we need is on the paper.
Okay, so let's see. But this is... So... I don't get what... Oh, it's the stems of the handles. Okay. Now I see. So it's supposed to be a pink... An orange handle on the far left. That is a short brush. In height, I guess, which should be this one. Number 2 is just supposed to be green as far as we know. So it could be either one. In the middle, we need a pink handle with a wide thingy. And here we need a blue one, which must be that one if we have the pink handle with a wide, like a... What do you call it? I don't know the word for it. But this is weird. Because now I need a tilted brush, and the only tilted brush I can use... I think I'm not knowing... I do not know what this uppermost... The only tilted brush I can use is like this one. But this one has to be here if I need the pink handle with a spread here. So maybe it's like this.
Still locked.
So, the paper jigsaw puzzle shows there's a couple of brushes with each characteristic, but only one perfect solution.
What is this up? I don't get what this upmost characteristics is. What is this supposed to represent? I understand that this is the paint on the brush, this is the shape of the brush, this is the color of the handle. But what the hell is this? Is it the height of the... how tall it is? It's gotta be. Oh, yeah, so this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is so...
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each characteristic.
This one feels right here. Number 1 feels right. It's a short... It's an orange handled... Okay, an orange handled paintbrush that only reaches the first here. And over here we need a orange handled paintbrush that reaches the third. Number 5 is wrong? Yes, it is. Thank you. So I've... Number 5 has to be a spread out. Number 4 has to be blue. Oh, we can do this. And this.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, we
Perfect.
got it.
What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
Oh, it's the other side. Okay, it's Freya, Fifi, and a photograph of 2 young girls, one with red hair, the other one with green hair. Wait, is that green? I thought it was blonde. The photo has a large piece missing. It seems to have been ripped off. We can puzzle this together.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Okay, what is suspicious with the? Okay, let's first keep looking at everything in here.
It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
Yeah, lamp.
There's no natural light in here at all.
I like it.
Not the kind of lamp
A
I'd
weird
choose for my
lantern?
bedroom, but
What the
fair
hell? Why
enough.
is she having a lantern that? Well, never mind.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
And she has drawn a crab and a fish and stuff on
Freya paint those animals on her ceiling?
in the ceiling.
They're kind of simplistic.
Maybe she painted them when she was younger.
This box.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs
Oh
in
yeah,
there?
yeah. She liked like bugs and stuff.
Might have been for keeping insects.
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty.
Did someone empty our drawers?
Painting supplies.
Brushes,
They're clean, but they look pretty well used.
a pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
A plant?
Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight?
A dream catcher?
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Okay. I think we can assume that we have found most things to find in here now, except for this moldy pipe.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either.
Now this is a... Maybe she was an unwanted child. Who knows? Okay, we have one last room to check out. Let's look at this. And I'm guessing this is a bell tower. A workshop, no? Oh. Okay. Oh, he's also painting Warhammer figurines.
A little
Holy
hand-painted
shit.
statue.
This is a Warhammer player.
How can you tell it's hand painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
This looks like my Warhammer I paint. This is the Primarch Raboot Gilliman. A wooden carving of a man holding a sword. The model has been hand painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints are found nearby. This does not have red. And these are the same bottles as... You have a Warhammer? I have a little Warhammer. I wished I had a Warhammer now. I have small plastic figurines. That costs way too much. Okay.
The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship.
I love this lamp.
Puffer fish?
Yes, it's also a lamp, for some reason.
Oh, and he has Aladdin's
It's a magic lamp.
magic lamp.
Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure.
Nice. A real treasure.
How do you know there's treasure?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it. What's the deal with that
Alright.
painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Okay, so we have... What the fuck are we looking at? So, we have a dragon, an X mark. Okay, we gotta find the coordinates on the map. Where we are. So we need... tree in the background. So... it looks like here. I3. Wait, what is the... I3. Oh, which direction we're looking at? North.
Nothing.
Did you check the treasure map? And what about that painting on the chest?
Wait. Oh, the birds! We have birds as well. Okay. Okay, this got harder than I thought. So... I wonder how far away... if this is just... Ah, okay, there's might be more depths to this picture than I'm thinking. Okay, actually it looks like we're standing... Or maybe maybe it's I4. Because we are actually standing on I4.
Still locked.
I think there's a connection between the... like they're different versions of the same thing, maybe?
Okay, I think I see. So we have a sea snake on the left. That is one close to us. This one looks like it's further away. So there's no sea snake on the left here. Where the fuck are we? You might need to tilt your head. Yeah, I'm thinking... The only thing is... There's only 3 sea snakes. So we have a sea snake there. And there's one here, here, and here. Those are the only sea snakes. So... From the sea snake... Like, there's only one island that has a sea snake on the left. And that is E3 if you're looking to the east, or I4 if you're looking to the north. But I4 looking north was not right. Because we were missing the birds. Or does it wrap around? What the hell? There's another island with a snake on the left. There is. But there's only 3 snakes. Or am I crazy? Feel free to help me with this one. Oh, this one. It's okay. H6 looking to the west. Oh, yes. It's H6 looking to the west. That was all I needed. H6 west. That's gotta be it, right? I thought that the sea snake, it looked like it was so close to the island. So I thought it was gonna be the adjacent tile, but it's 2 tiles away. This has gotta be right. If it's not, I'm gonna eat my mug.
There we go.
Ah!
Perfect.
Nice! Thanks. That was the little hint I needed.
What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
A model resembling a child with green hair. A model resembling a woman with gray hair. I mean, that's gotta be Freya and his wife, right? A model resembling a red and white bird. A model resembling a broad-shouldered man. The wooden molds have been hand-painted. The paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is laying nearby. The brush has some dried red paint on it. He gotta take care of his brushes. Else he's gonna have to buy a new one all the time. Is this the reason why she was painting with blood? Because he had taken her red paint?
It's a barometer, but it's
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't broken.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh.
The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made. I think it's the actual hull of a ship.
Oh yeah, this looks like a ship.
Shelf junk.
That's a massive conch shell. Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so.
A mirror on the
A
wall.
little mirror.
Definitely cursed.
It's not cursed. Not everything is cursed.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or...
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
Okay.
The entire room is made
No,
of
it's not just... I think it's the actual hull.
Let's have a chat with Big Daddy here.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name.
Not a pirate at all,
I
right?
rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new
Oh, he's
places,
an adventurer.
uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures.
He's dreaming
That's
about
what life's
adventure.
all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Secret rooms? Wait.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
Obviously.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now. But it's simply
Between-
not in my nature
between
to stay
adventures?
in one place for too long.
Yeah, I'm between
I
adventures.
Go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What happened yesterday?
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I
He
regret
doesn't
that I
seem
can't
very-
be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Okay,
Hear
this
that,
is
Grimoire?
suspicious.
We're done here. Let's go.
He doesn't want to
It's a
say what
simple
happened
question,
yesterday.
Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Okay. Let's see his statement. What happened yesterday,
It was dusk.
Helix?
A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs.
Okay, that was
Just
Poppy.
outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I.
Didn't?
I stayed. Flora needed me.
Did someone leave the room before Poppy? I don't remember that. Okay.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Yes, been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
It feels like Freya was the mediator with everyone.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle.
Oh.
Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
The golden
reckon?
beetle that we
Quite
have.
sure. There is
We
no
have a
treasure
photograph
called
of.
the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Okay. But who hired Hawkshaw to find the golden beetle?
Percival Pointer. Yes, good old. So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Okay.
You're the one
Tell me about
currently
yourself.
basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Freya.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially after,
Freya was close with
especially
everyone.
recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Okay. So there's no economic interest in killing her.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture.
Explain what Freya got the lame room 2 Harry Potter situation. I was actually thinking of Harry Potter now that you mention it, when I saw a room. Just like that little closet he was living in under the stairs.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things.
Fifi
when she's under
would fit in the
pressure.
Big Bang Theory.
What makes you think she made that up?
She could
I
be
happen to know the
she could be
real
Sheldon's sister.
reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her. Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
Oh, no, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment
Why
entirely.
doesn't Fiona...
She's a very vigilant young woman.
Why doesn't Fifi like Fitz?
Poppy's a good friend to my
We
daughter.
gotta find out.
Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still,
Her
Poppy
black and
always
white
seems to be sulking
difference
about
between them.
something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Okay, so, oh my god, we have so many items to ask about.
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's
Rush?
it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
Surrounded by her favorite people and it was a chicken there?
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught
People
me
can be
to paint.
chickens too, I guess.
Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh?
Hmm.
So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
He's a little suspicious.
My daughter Fiona and her best friend. They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
Okay.
Why
Secret
would someone
diary.
lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they?
A
Where did you
bird
find
book?
that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
I've never seen that before.
Everyone is so vague
Looks
with
valuable.
answers.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Why
Okay.
don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. Goodness me! That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Get away, bot. God damn it.
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure
Would
they
be a
leave if
detective
they
game.
really
Everyone
want
was
to.
straightforward, I suppose. Oh yeah, true.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Didn't he speak of a golden beetle that Hawkshaw was talking about?
Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Okay. He knows that is gotta be Poppy.
I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead?
Poppy turned goth
Now,
by
this is still in
some
very good condition.
for a reason.
Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Okay, Freya's
Looks like
paints.
Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Okay, so we have clues. Okay, let's see the
Does
empty
Flora
egg.
normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Okay, a cracked
That
tape.
looks like it might belong to Poppy. Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
Okay, brushes and
It's
palettes.
unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall. It would have been a
Paint-
beautiful painting.
Painted
It's,
painting.
Rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain
I don't
shapes.
think it looks like a knife
Hard to say
either.
exactly what we're looking at.
It looks more as if she were to hold a glass or something.
I I'm as confused as you are.
I'm thinking that she was holding a glass and singing and cracking the glass like an opera singer. Because it would be so fitting if she that does not speak was like an opera singer. And I'm wondering if that is why this glass is broken.
Rather ugly, isn't it?
Not sure, though.
As far as statues go. Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
So
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
we have a bell and a
It's
kissy
connected
mouth.
to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
Okay, damage
But
tape.
that looks like it might belong to Poppy. What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From
A
what?
fresh start, Tangle.
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, is less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Okay, so I think we have spoken. We have gotten all the information we can get from him.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
His painting supplies?
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Okay, we're here now. Okay, let's ask him about his painting supplies.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
What is this?
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Okay, let's go now. So, okay, suspect statements.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
So one thing I noticed was that the screen turned black.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. It lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering.
Fitz kicked in the
So I
door.
made Fitz kicked down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
He
Eventually,
heard
she
2
let me
people
in.
go down.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened.
Mysterious
She didn't believe
stairs descender?
She got
Yes.
angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I
Because
punched her in
one
the face.
story.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't
Except for
just
one.
line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Okay. Oh yes, this is it. He said he had they have actually put a circle on the mysterious stair descender. They didn't mention him though. But everything else, I guess, is... Okay, let's go see if we can get some statements here. Let's speak with Poppy. She's a big character in this. Suspicion.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
I think she was pink before she turned goth. Okay, you used to like these colors. Somebody gave it...
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
We have the ripped photo. Can't we combine this with...
Let's take a closer look at this.
There. Pink cassette tape. Oh, okay. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old
Oh, it is
photo.
Poppy. We know that it's Poppy.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
I'll prove it. Oh, we're bringing in the hard facts now. Okay.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends.
She
Why'd
turned
you tear it
goth.
up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore. This photo proves Poppy is the murderer? It doesn't prove anything. Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now. I don't think so. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
Reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Why does she not
Hold
want to
on.
look like that
This
anymore?
means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know.
Hmm.
How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
She looks... Okay. I'm keeping my eyes on you, Poppy. Keeping my eyes on you. Hawkshaw. Actually? Big Daddy? Could just as well have been lying. Okay, let's speak with Hawkshaw first. Why did she say she was using a microscope when it was actually a telescope for looking at things far away?
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it.
She's
The
searching for
greenhouse
the...
is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
It's not a microscope at all. Hawkshaw doesn't know how to use it. It is not a microscope at all. It was actually a telescope. She told us, Fifi.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
A telescopic lens. The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
Interesting.
Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Ah, okay. Oh, a microscopic
The
lens.
handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a microscopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it. Nope.
No? A telescopic lens. This feels right. The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw. No, according to Fifi.
The handheld microscope,
There we go.
according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
There we go.
I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the
Detective.
galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
But why lie about it?
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have
Okay.
guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Professor Pointer does not... So Professor Pointer knew about the beetle? That was the shit she was trying to find? But when we spoke to Professor Pointer, he did not say... He didn't say that he knew what the beetle was. He's a little mysterious as well. Okay. Let's see what Fitz has to say in his defense. Yeah, the golden beetle info was in the astronomy tower as well, with a planetary puzzle. This thing though, I haven't really figured this one out.
Chart of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
We have two places where we've seen these, like the math board and this board. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here as well.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
Okay,
So,
suspicion.
Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. Yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
If it did see Fitz, but he was holding something else. Yes, I think he was holding the spatula, and
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
it was the gardening tool.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
But she saw him. Was used to bury. An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after in the garden. A pottery flower in Penny's room.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Okay. Potted fruit.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Both have the same soil. The pot and soil in Flora's room matches? The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's
The
greenhouse.
pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse.
Yes.
Let me guess.
Explain
Penny's
that,
flower
Fitz.
was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted
looks
the
like
colors
Penny.
to be
Oh, it does.
exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, and that's not super weird, right? Just a little weird. Okay, let's check Big Daddy. What does Big Daddy has to say? I just need to run really quick to the bathroom as well. I'll be back in 1 minute. There. It almost looks like Felix is sitting on your chair. Oh, was it? There, Felix. Yeah, that was actually that looked pretty funny. Okay, suspicion.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
Okay. It's not your paint pot. Oh, it has the wrong lid on. Let's say it had the wrong lid.
It has the wrong lid on.
You sure about that?
Not entirely.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
Okay, that was not it. It's not your
It's
paint
not your
pot.
paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
I mean, how many people have red paint? And that is probably why Freya... They're Freya's paints.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Oh yeah, look at that. She needed to take all of Freya's paints. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot. But the lids were swapped to hide it.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That's
That
why he
red
can't
paint
get
is
the
from
lid
Freya's
on.
supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
So all of the paint pots this red paint pot was somehow filled with blood. After Freya used it to paint Flora. By Freya several weeks ago, and then locked away, before Freya used it.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it,
it had to be
why haven't you given
red
it to
and
Flora
white.
yet?
Well...
What, the
I
chicken?
decided against it in the end. After what happened. Seemed a bit... insensitive.
Okay. I mean, it does hold up in court, right? Let's have a look here.
So,
Suspicion?
this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
She should say something. She's being accused of murder. It's not a knife. The knife was taken by the murderer.
It's not a knife. We
Ah.
need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
It's the feather. It just hit me. Is that shit a feather?
That kinda makes sense, but no.
No.
That's not it.
A horse? A bird's cage?
That kinda makes sense.
Let's take a closer look at
Oh.
this.
Oh, this is the feather. It's a bird feather. The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink-dipped bird.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip.
I knew it wasn't a knife.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Yes, it is. Holy shit, everything is coming together now because of the painted models. It's the ink dip bird.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Okay, why is she... Several birds. Was Flora's pet. So she kept several feathers to remember it by?
Several birds was Flora's pet, so she kept several feathers to remember it by. Nope.
No. Wait, Flora. Several birds attacked Flora, so she destroyed Felix. The gramophone attacked Flora. Betrayed Flora. Several birds betrayed Flora. So she ate the ink dip bird. Read the clue. What's the relationship between the ink dip bird and Flora? Okay, maybe the ink dip bird. Good observation there. The ink dip bird was Penny's pet. Was Flora's pet. So she kept a single feather to remember it by. Okay, there we go.
Was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
Oh man, we
She
were
kept the bird as a pet.
we were almost there.
And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the
So we
feather.
need to
I
find
think it was pretty important to her.
who filled up
All right.
her paint
So
bottle
she
with
was
blood.
holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
In the egg?
But
Of
we
course it
opened
is.
It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
But it's empty because they opened it to paint her. And she was holding it, right?
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Okay, a little bird with a... Oh, was that when she... Drawings of Flora and the small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Okay. These. Okay, let's ask about the...
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Am I missing something?
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you? What do you think of your husband's
So
hobby?
I guess her bird
you
died
have
and
any
she's
hobbies?
heartbroken by that, and that's why she's a mute now.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
Okay, she was
Have
at
you
least
seen this
quick
book
to...
before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I'm guessing...
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
What's her name? The girl that was painting, Fiona? I guess he just used the book to get a picture of the feather, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe she was just holding the feather.
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
But feathers are definitely has something to do.
Do you know
with
anything
it.
about these birds? Or birds in general? Do you know anything about this beetle?
Okay, she
Flora,
doesn't make it
this
obvious.
is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
Cracked tape.
Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked? Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora?
We
Some
know
people
it's a
have been
feather
saying
now.
It's a knife.
Okay. Okay. What if we ask her about...
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
No
Spoke
other
to
hobbies
Hawkshaw.
but staring out the window.
I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Pointer.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
Oh, maybe he's spying on her with his telescope, like
We
a
met
little
Felix, your
pervert.
husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try.
Okay,
Were you
Freya.
close with Freya? How are you two related?
We
You
haven't
should kill
asked her
Freya.
anything.
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Okay,
What do you
Penny.
know about Penny?
I can't
That
really
look,
imagine those two
that
being
look
friends, to be
of a
honest.
You never know.
person
You
that
spoke
has
to your
committed
daughter,
murder.
Fifi?
She
She's some
knows.
kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your
It
initials?
feels like we're not learning anything from her.
Do you
Poppy?
and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
It's funny because I relate to that. Okay, we have gone through all the clues now. But we have new items to ask. I see you asked Flora about Pointer. That's a small hint. Yeah. And I mean, look at this. Rip. He must have seen what happened. And it's strange that he acted like he didn't know what the golden beetle was when Professor Pointer was the one, according to Hawkshaw, that hired her to find the golden beetle. So he is suspicious. Okay, let's ask him about Fifi.
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally. He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
Man,
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
they're not friends at all. He was very snarky as well when we asked him about the pointer that when we spoke with Felix. Okay,
That's
bird
a
book.
very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put.
It feels like he has been lying the most to us. And what if she actually was not stabbed? Maybe she was stabbed, but what if she was actually shot? And this guy would have a good
A
tower
diary
to
can
shoot
be
her
a
from.
wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
Maybe that telescope is
suppose
actually
I
a
don't,
sniper.
But it does look like a diary. Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
A big red
He's right,
thing.
though.
I hate big red
It
things.
is a big red thing.
Okay,
Of
rip
his
photo.
two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there. This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license.
Mm-hmm.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know.
Okay.
Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Okay. We did not really learn anything new by this. I wonder if I missed anything in any room, but let's go speak with everyone and ask them about all the poor missing bird. Yeah, and this is weird. Why is this lady... Like, all the birds are free here, except for these 3 birds for some reason. And also this butterfly looks really weird.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Okay, let's ask about Fifi and Felix.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well,
Yeah, she said they
we're
didn't
not
really
quite
get
on the
along.
same intellectual level.
Oh. I mean, well, you don't...
Can you say they're
need to.
special
Oh,
birds,
no.
so she's protected?
Quite all right.
Right.
I'm comfortable.
But why are
with
they
it.
special?
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
But there's one weird thing as well. We found 4 feathers. So the feathers are red, purple, yellow, and... red... We don't have the red bird here. We're missing the feather for the... like, the bird for the red feather. So she has all the birds to those feathers, except for the red one. Special birds are just special? I
Somebody taking an
can't argue with that.
extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very
was.
last.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess, too.
Excellent.
So how do we open it?
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew. Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before
has a
Fiona
star on her
settled
book.
on her current style. A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it?
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind. It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
Why is that sad? Why is she being so vague? She's bamboozling me. It's Penny. Penny is the murderer. Also, I gotta say that Poppy is a little evasive as well. It's sad because it's an extinct bird?
Between the lips a silver spoon.
Or
a
is
story
it?
Written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
Okay. Felix?
Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some four walls make round a room.
He's very poetic. Okay, let's ask about the bird book.
Flora, I think.
Belongs to Flora.
Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
Nah, she does
She'd
know.
tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Both Penny and Flora are bird experts. So it makes sense that the lost bird would be sad, especially if it's an endangered species? True.
I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly.
I
She said something
wonder...
about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was
Wait.
from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take
No,
control.
she had a red... No.
Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
I was just thinking, we found 4 feathers outside, or like out in the garden. And the 3 birds that we saw in her room, I'm guessing, I was thinking if the red feather was actually from the ink dip.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah.
How come
Because
you're
there's a
not in
4th
it?
bird we're missing
You're
there.
friends with them too, aren't you?
So it's starting to like...
Not really one for
I'm
photographs.
starting to see a thread here.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
Okay, painted.
Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly?
Oh. How nice. How sweet.
Okay. This didn't give us any new clues either. We need to speak to Felix? I think we have showed him everything, right? Every person... Oh, not this
These
drawing.
drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
Maybe not that likely. Maybe it's just one of those seasonal birds that fly south during the winter. No, I haven't gotten to Fifi yet. We're just about to. Okay, ooh, we have a lot of clues. Her diary!
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Oh man.
I believe
Who would have
Freya
known?
was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person
Oh,
to ask.
sorry.
All I see
Someone
is
is
a blood
knocking
red
on my door.
mountain with angry storm clouds
I just need
brewing
to
above it.
go check.
As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
Or, goddamn it. A young guy. Good thing there's a pause button for the dialogue. Yeah, there was a young guy that was here knocking on my door that was starting a business and wanted to sell me like socks and underwear. But really nice initiative, but I have so much of that because I have a sister that has 3 kids that is in sports and they always sell shit to like fund their sports team. So I always buy from them, so I have so much of it. But it was actually very ambitious, knocking doors, trying to sell clothes for like starting up his own food truck or whatever it was. That was actually, I wanted to buy just to support him. But hey, I didn't buy anything today.
This photograph is my favorite photograph.
Let's see what they're saying.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
Okay,
a
paint
wooden
then.
carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
That is
It
suspicious.
is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
Selling underwear to buy a food business? Wouldn't it make more sense to sell food? Yeah, I'm guessing he was really young. He was like 17 or something, or 8. What's it? Did it say 17 or 18 or something? And he was going to start his own food truck. So I guess he was trying. I wonder if he was selling this to get funding, so he could buy and start a food truck or something. But I mean, yeah, maybe, I don't know. But selling food would make more sense, right?
Freya drew these.
Yeah, I think so.
A
There's
truck
note in
costs
the
a
back.
food truck. He gotta sell a lot of bamboos, socks
Well,
and
I think it
underwear
was a
to
gift
buy
for
a
your
truck.
mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Okay, let's ask about Felix as well.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions,
Mm.
and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No. He
I
is
just
quite
think of
correct.
selling food would make more sense because you would be prompting your food before getting the truck. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, if he starts selling food, I mean, you don't need much to like have a stand, right? And so if he were to start selling food somewhere, people would start recognizing his face, and like, I guess he would be also get experience to be in the business. But I don't know, maybe this is quick and easy money. I no idea.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room.
Okay, the
Something
diary is suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay. What's up with your diary, Fifi?
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and... This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
No, this is not a... This is Freya's diary. This is Freya's diary. I remember that she had the blue diary with a star on it. On the picture. Now that I think about it, he would get in trouble selling food by foot because of health regulations. Oh yeah, actually that might be true. Fifi the diary thief. That is someone else's diary.
It's somebody else's diary.
How did you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
Is she lying to us?
Compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original
I love this
owner
game. This is
was.
so much fun. Like, just having... Like, by looking at the
Let's
pictures,
take a closer
remembering
look at
this shit, and just like figuring stuff out. Okay. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. The secret diary. The blue book is somewhat similar to the secret diary, which proves it belongs to Freya.
This blue book is somewhat similar to the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya. Almost. Maybe just change.
Which proves it belongs to Fifi? Oh, because it was stolen?
This blue book is somewhat similar to
No.
the secret diary because it was stolen. Nope.
Which proves it belonged to Freya? The metal lock, the secret diary? It's the same thing as.
This blue
There
book
we go.
is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Why? Freya? Why would Fifi be hiding Freya's diary? Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Fifi didn't
Ah.
want anyone to see personal secrets within
Holy
Freya's
shit.
diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you
Innocence.
just let us read the
Ooh,
diary.
did
Fifi.
Freya have enemies?
Very well.
Hmm.
I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Fifi the Diary Guardian?
Fifi unlocked the diary.
We changed her. She gets new titles.
Finally. What's in
Over
there?
and over. Okay. It's back. In the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up the painting. Huh? Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Soul Bearer. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the heart. I saw them, all 5. Eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company. What the fuck am I reading? It's back in flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer worked. Okay, this was giving me more questions than answers. Eyes blacked out. All 5? There's this shit as well.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
It doesn't seem like this puzzle can be solved yet. Okay.
Let's come back later.
Feels like this is... Honestly, if I had a diary, I would also write very cryptically so that nobody understands my secrets. True. Can we ask Fifi about this? No, the diary is still... Huh. Can I ask someone else about the diary? Has that unlocked... No, the diary is checked
Why
everywhere.
would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha!
Let's go look in the garden then.
Giant stone frog?
Yeah, he's got his tongue out like he's cat.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
He'd say he doesn't clear up the rooftop garden. None of the feathers are from the ink-tip bird. Okay, none is from the ink-tip bird.
It's another.
He's playing a lute this
He's
time.
also.
Well, they're not part of the stand. They're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Poppy found the earmuffs and placed them on the statue so that Fitz would find them. The earmuffs belonged to Fitz. He used them for gardening, but they went missing. Okay?
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why?
Well, either they have some special... Or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
And now I'm a little clueless what or where I should go and look.
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O.
Yeah. Tangle
Tower.
Oh, this R I guess stands for
Do you think he'll
Remingtons.
start to move if we try to...
No, I think he'll just.
What if we go to the bell icon? There's a bell icon for clues in the map. You mean the lamp up here? Because otherwise I don't see any bells. Oh yeah, the lamp, right. We should search the astronomy tower. The light bulb. Yeah, right. Thank you. What are we searching for here? This guy is dodgy as hell. But is there something we have missed here?
A picture frame.
With no picture.
It's tidier than the notebook as I'm
So, even the most well-used notebook started.
And this shit we
already
opened up.
solved it.
We found the golden beetle.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
A bell jar. It's
What do
empty.
people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
There's something kinda disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from it.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to? A spyglass to the stars.
They're in very good condition. Pretty.
Every astronomy tower needs a
I want to try.
Ooh, have a look. Oh, he is actually spying on them like a little pervert. What the hell?
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
So basically, when she was painting her?
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
I'm just thinking if you could see Freya from this
Maybe it's glued down.
side. If when she was painting or if she was behind the canvas.
I can just about see the gramophone. It's the tower opposite this one.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Oh, is there an upper floor above?
Is there another room above Flora's room?
Ah.
We should check that next time we're over there.
Professor Pervy Percival Pointer. PPPP.
It's too dark back there. I can't really see anything.
I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, not off.
Okay, so we figured out that there's another
An
room.
astronomy telescope?
Isn't it supposed to be? Yeah.
Pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits. Something suspicious.
That is very strange.
Let's ask him about it.
He's just a fucking stalker. And look at those greedy little eyes. I don't even want to know where those fingers have been.
Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
It just hit me now. If he is not an astronomer, didn't Shankhawk, what the hell was her name? Didn't she also say that he was like her idol astronomer? In that case, she is lying as well, because he is actually not an astronomer. That she wanted his autograph on her little telescope or whatever.
Go on.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all. You're trying to get a planet named.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
A different field of research? Oh, the golden beetle.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right.
Nah, he's
That's
just
why
a
you
greedy
like using your
bastard. He just needs
telescope so
gold.
much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
about that.
About that. Pointer's telescope. Was actually looking at the crime scene. And not up at the sky.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
Ah, yeah, Freya had a lot of...
It's a very precious specimen. Incredibly rare. Valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around. Both towers...
Hi, Airbus, how are you doing?
She was definitely up to something.
We are solving a murder mystery here.
Important.
We're interrogating people, finding clues, and finding a
Did
murderer.
you witness the crime, Professor?
I hope you're having a fantastic day, Airbus.
When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark.
She was
The
lying by the
telescope isn't
window?
at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Ah.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Okay, so we're... Guilty he did it? Actually? He might have.
Freya was definitely up to something.
He's been very... submissive, has been evading our questions, like he's been a dirty piece of shit. And now we're on to him.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Okay. Something with a statue in the gardens. Either that or he's cheating on his wife and trying to hide it. I don't know if he has a wife, to be honest. But that could be it as well. Yeah, no, he doesn't have a wife. And he's spying on his next door neighbor's wife with a telescope. Isn't that a little
We know a little
creepy?
more about the crime scene now.
He had a wife, but she
So,
left?
What do you think?
I understand why.
Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Right, yeah. We don't know how, why, or where she went. Okay, so he's fucking the neighbor's wife? I was trying to cover it up. And maybe he's murdered his own wife. We don't know that. Okay, so... let's see. The real knife... was replaced by... was designed to match the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence.
A real knife
Nope.
was designed to match the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence.
It was Colonel Mustard in the dining room with the candlestick. Oh my god, how did you know? Where did the blood come from and how was it used? Okay. Blood from the paint pot. We gotta fix was used to paint over a model of Felix. To provoke the existence of magic. What the hell? The blood from the paint pot was replaced by paint from the paint pot to distract Freya.
Blood from the paint pot was replaced by paint from the paint pot to distract Freya. That's not right.
I have no idea what I'm doing now. Perhaps Freya painted the blood onto the painting herself. Maybe she did. Blood from the paint pot was designed to match the painted ink dip feather. No? To prove the existence of magic?
Blood from the paint pot.
I have no idea what I'm trying to solve here now.
Feather to prove the existence of magic. That's not right either.
We're not proving existence of magic. Perhaps Freya painted the blood onto the painting herself. Are we just word vomiting? Somehow we need to puzzle this together, and I'm not really sure what I'm trying to. Look at the other options in the middle of the one was designed to match. You'll find it. Okay. The painted ink dip feather was used to paint over. Was used to paint the red. Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the ink. The painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
Blood from the paint
there we
pot
go.
Was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
There we go. Look.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
But we already
I
knew
have a
that.
question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
So the
Possibly.
painting is innocent?
Well,
Boo,
it
yeah.
Possibly.
The painting did not stab her.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather. Unless someone took it from her.
I've got some nasty
Let's go
Burger
over
King
what we
coming.
do know.
Holy shit.
The door was locked.
I haven't
the whole
had Burger
time.
King in
It
probably
stayed locked until
years.
Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside.
My best
Pointer
life.
said he couldn't
Man.
see Freya from his telescope.
That sounds
But
pretty
he
good
did
though.
see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a
Oh.
hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Was this an accident? Was this a suicide? We also have a room up here. I'm gonna get drunk and eat burgers? Nah, that sounds good. I'm on my diet again. with only eating meat, so I'm not having neither, or actually I'm having burgers. I'm having burger patties almost all the time. But I'm not drinking beer right now, I'm afraid. I wish I did. That would have been really nice. So, I have vodka if you want. Come over. You know what? I would love to. It's a little far. It's a little late for me. Otherwise, I would be happy to.
What is that?
Okay, what is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Oh, is that a winch? A brass reel with a screw on the top? Coiled around the reel is a length of fine red rope. Holy shit.
Just dusty junk.
Dusty junk?
Just dusty junk.
Okay, we have a...
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
Where's that light coming from?
Oh.
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
You can see where the murder happened.
Is that what I think it is?
From up here.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think?
Is that what he thinks it is? Okay, so we know that they saw the murder scene from the addict.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it. It's a statue standing up straight.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
Right on the spot where she was stabbed, Sussy Sussy.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Did something drop from up here and stab her?
At least the moths are kept well fed. At least the moths are kept well fed.
Sally, you don't have a dust allergy, do you?
No. Do you?
Put it this way.
Okay.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
I mean, it's full of cobwebs, so it can't be that recently, right?
Nothing catching my interest.
Sorry, is this spooky attic?
Kinda.
Okay, so we found like a weird winch or something. It feels like there should be something more in here. But maybe we have an item that we can ask around with. Also, we have to go to garden. A werewolf? I mean, if she was stabbed by a werewolf, that would suck. Oh, wait, there's a crab here with a Rorschach.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like...
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
Oh, wait, what the hell? It is a Rorschach. This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya. Eh? What the fuck is she actually into black magic? A wooden toy of some kind. A layer of dark ink lays beneath a sheet of glass. Okay.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well?
It's a perfect match.
It's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Unfinished business? What? Okay.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Okay, we cannot solve this puzzle now.
Come back later.
So we got a fucking Rorschach from... Did we ask Poppy about this? Poppy, you're into dark stuff. A real thingy.
Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
Can she...
It's one of those big pianos.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
It said that it was gonna do stuff with... Oh, you know what? Let's go up to the... It was gonna react to music. So what if we go up to this place? Put the tape in the gramophone player? Did that do nothing? A wooden toy of some kind. A layer of dark ink is beneath the... This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya. I'm kinda doubting... We haven't even seen her corpse. Have we made an autopsy on her? Is she actually still alive?
Do you know what this is?
She doesn't say shit.
Not.
Can we play this backwards? No, it just rewinds. It doesn't play it when we play it backwards. This tape sounds like something backwards. When you play a song backwards, that's what that tape sounds like. Stairway to Heaven vibes? Yeah, actually that is what I'm thinking about. The satanic messaging from that. The worst part is, I listened to that shit, like, without knowing what the message was. I listened to it backwards, and I could, for my life, not make out a single word they were singing. But when I was actually reading it, then, like, it started making sense in my head. But that is just like when you're listening to misheard lyrics. Have you heard Wishmaster with Nightwish? With misheard lyrics? That is the best shit ever.
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends,
I love
shed your
Nightwish.
hope and let it
I haven't
fall
listened too much
free
to them,
like
actually.
sandbags from a hot
And
air
Within
balloon.
Temptation.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
I've heard some songs with Nightwish, but I can't say that I have really listened to them too much. And I don't think I've ever heard Within Temptation. Maybe I should give them a little listen. Okay. Oh, Fifi's gotta know what this is. She's like all-knowing.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
What the hell? Stop being so cryptic. Give me a clue, you bastard. This professor is very... This is the pervert.
What's
spying
this?
on the neighbor
Is it a
lady.
clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm. Didn't teach us much. The bird lady? She has... We don't have any suspicion on
Or
her yet.
sewing.
Maybe?
Hi, superhero.
We have no idea.
Okay. Who could know what the hell that is? We asked Poppy, there's like 2 people left. So ooh, we've forgotten to ask her a lot of stuff.
What is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
Why don't you go back and double check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
Okay,
A
let's
book
ask
from the
her about this
library.
stuff.
One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that.
Okay.
Diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
We have
And
read it.
you haven't
He's lying.
attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
That
Now,
kinda
we
looks
don't
like
know
her.
Why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
Wait, that photograph, that picture, looks like her. What the hell?
A photograph of Freya. Could be important. I'd tell him not to quit his day job. But he hasn't got one, has he? These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll.
She's the
Turned out to be a
murderer.
bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
Maybe she just got... Maybe she had like diabetes or something and her blood sugar just skydived. And then she passed out on the floor. Everyone thought she was dead. There was red paint. And the blood in the...
Does Flora still
In
own
the
that bird?
in the paint
Do you know?
jar
I don't think
was
so.
actually just for
The drawings
painting.
are from a few years ago.
I see.
And maybe she's still alive. Who knows? Okay, Fitz is the last guy, and he's the creepy dude here in the background. Oh, we haven't asked him
is
about
a
Felix.
contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi
Oh man, yeah.
doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
Maybe he slept with Poppy. That horn dog.
Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something.
This kind of reminds
There's
me
a
of the
plant
of
mentioned on this
CSI
page,
TV
see?
show. It actually does.
Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks. Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
Okay, a
Freya's
photo.
best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
It's a portrait.
Fifi
It was
and
the hack show or whatever her name was.
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
Okay,
Felix
paint
made
it.
that? Huh. That's quite sweet, really. Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note in the back, too.
She
I
was
think they're
even
all
closer
guilty.
to Flora than I
Yep.
realized.
Okay, the real thingy.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Me 3.
Okay, no one knows what the item is.
Sorry. I thought you said me too.
Where the hell are we supposed to go now? I think we've spoken to everyone, right? Have we spoken to... Yeah, we spoke to Bird Lady. All of them are guilty, misresolved. Actually, I'm starting to lean towards that now as well.
I feel like I'm standing
Wait.
outside. Does this count as being outdoor?
Yeah. No, doesn't matter.
Is this a broken bird cage here? Okay, let's take a hint. Did we hear some kind of melody in the music room? Yeah, right. The Rorschach thing. How did I make a melody play? Or do we just go here and look at... He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul.
Who plays the violin?
It's pretty dusty. So I'm guessing nobody.
Oh, whatever it is.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
How do we...
There's a faded
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between...
You still don't know, do you?
No.
There's a faded mural on the wall.
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between...
You still
no.
don't know.
Ask Poppy? What should we ask her? Because we have nothing we can click on her. Oh, there's sheet music! This one wasn't checked now.
it's mine.
Right. Everyone against the wall. Okay. Can you play this tune for us?
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure.
we're
Literally
swatting
8
them.
notes. I have it memorized.
Okay, and now... Ah, the crab Rorschach. A wooden toy of some kind. A layer of dark ink lays beneath. Okay, so... Oh, the piano gave us the face of death. And that has something to do with the garden. So...
I'm still not...
Should we take another look?
Oh, right. Yeah. We know that the piano is the face of death thing. So
Let's come back later.
we need to find more places where we can find snippets of music, I guess.
I'm still not...
Should we take another look?
So we have the bird room. We need the bird song. We need a kissy room. And we need a bell room.
Let's come back later.
Rhea's room. Is that the bell room? Bell melody, voice melody, bird melody? Oh. A bell melody. A voice melody.
Not the kind of lamp I...
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
What in here
It's Freya's
could
bed.
possibly
It's a perfectly
play a
healthy
little
amount of
tune?
music.
The pipes?
Do you think this was...
I don't know.
No
It
windows either.
Maybe someone is flushing the
Do you
toilet
think this was
upstairs and we'll
always
hear the
supposed to be a
pipes
bedroom?
play some melody. Depending on what they've been eating.
I don't know. It is kind of a
No
weird...
windows either.
We already solved it.
I feel to my urges. I bought 3 games. That's nice. Which games did you buy?
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a
Come
vivarium.
again?
See the leaves and twigs might have been for keeping insects.
Okay.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is
No
kind of...
windows either.
I have no idea what I'm trying to do in here. And I don't think this shit is gonna... I guess I cannot just check this one. No, I need to click something.
Brushes.
They're clean, but they look...
Okay, maybe we'll go to the map. Does it still direct us there? Did we hear some kind of melody in the main entrance? I have no idea.
It's a big glass tube filled with water.
There are weeds in there.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except more.
Doom was only €2. Nice. Was the Ultra Kill Doom and the Stanley Parable. I'm gonna play the Stanley Parable very, very soon. And I was also thinking of playing Doom because I actually do have. Let's see, Doom. I don't know which ones are. Which one is which? I have Doom, and I have Doom Eternal. Those are the newer games, right? I was thinking of playing through those games because I've never played them. They look cool.
Finally,
it's not that spooky, really.
Don't ruin this.
Want a hint? I can actually take a hint. I think
it's not locked.
We probably need a hint. I have the white one? Right. I just got Monster Hunter Wilds just now. I've heard a lot of good things about Monster Hunter, but I have no idea.
I think it's a family tree.
I have no idea how they are. Go back to Freya's room and check the wall. Check the wall.
Drawings.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together, and one of them's holding a red rose.
Oh yeah, it's Poppy and Fitz. I knew that they had a thing going on behind Penny's back. What the hell? A drawing of Poppy and Fitz standing in the garden. Fitz is holding a rose. A drawing of Fifi. A drawing of Detective Hawkshaw. I can't even. Why am I saying Hawkshank? Hawkshaw. The drawing of Poppy and Fitz was done in the rooftop garden.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's
I wait to stream it and see how it goes. That sounds good.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Ah. Why was Penny suspicious? Okay, suspicion.
So
let's see.
Yeah.
Penny.
We found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually,
the
it's
face
not
of a
the
murderer.
message I wanted to ask
I knew
about.
it was her all
It's
along.
those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses. Or red tulips. I don't know. Red roses.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they belong to.
Okay. So the clue of the red rose, is it this one?
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter.
She's a jealous piece of
I couldn't
shit.
have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
She climbed
Maybe
down.
accessible from those two bedrooms.
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
She could have gone into the room where she was killed, climbed down. And that's why we found the bird feathers in the garden. Ah. How and why did Penny decide to access the rooftop garden? Poppy and Fitz. Oh no. One of Penny's birds. was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy
Nope.
on Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
And steal evidence from
One
them.
of Penny's birds
Ah,
was used
there.
to spy on
She was a little
Poppy and
detective
Fitz
as well.
and steal
What the
evidence
hell?
from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
Hmm.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
But there's a red. There's
We
a
need a clue
red
to compare
feather
with
as
Penny's
well.
birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
I'm on to you, Penny. You little piece of shit. Think you're getting
Let's
away
take
from
a
me?
closer look at these.
This orange feather was left behind by... Oh, this yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when visiting the
This
rooftop
yellow
garden.
feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden.
I knew it.
Spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry,
I know why the
Penny,
caged
but
bird
are you
sings.
not overreacting
Why does it
a
sing?
little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little...
Maybe if she didn't act like such a bitch, he would also
This really isn't your burden to bear.
be happy with her. Okay. So what did we figure out now? Wow, clip. Yeah, no, this is... We're getting closer and closer to the solution here, finding the murderer. I don't think she's dead, to be honest. If only she cared about his plant, he'd care about her birds. Definitely. She's a fucking plant hater.
It's a rose bush. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one
The
side.
roses are bright red, too.
Aren't roses...
Exactly.
Okay. So... Did we hear some kind of melody in Flora's room? No, wait, Flora? Who the fuck was Flora? This is Penny. No, wait, Flora. God damn it, that's the mother. When everyone starts on the same letter... But the only melody we can do here is play... like this, right? The audio cassettes. You're cancelled? God damn it! Hate when that happens.
It's piano music.
Let's see, what did you clip? Me saying she's a bitch? He didn't act like such a bitch, he would also
This really isn't your burden to bear.
be happy with her. Yeah, no, she deserves it. Zero context? Yeah. Wait, what are we... The gramophone can still be used to listen to audio cassette. Simple melody, the piano music is too complex. Is this a simple melody? Listening to, like, the underworld? Opening a dimension to our world?
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Oh! It actually helped us. What the hell? Okay. Who would have known? And I think they said it was something going on here as well. But what the hell can play music in this room? The floor? The windows?
We should try and be finished before it gets dark. No pressure. Finally, don't ruin this.
The fishes?
It's a
They say that the
glass
fishes
tube
don't speak or
filled
sing.
with-
There are weeds in there.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except more.
Let's see if that is actually where they want us to go. We hear some kind of melody by the main entrance. Oh, do they mean outside? The bells, of course. There we go. Okay, we have the doorbell, the humming, and the piano. So what was the last thing? Lake's Edge. Oh, the wind chimes! Of course!
What?
Wind chimes. Silent. Wooden wind chimes.
Okay, I'm gonna run some M+ key. See you later, buddy. Oh man, thank you Airbus so much for dropping by. I hope you have a great run.
What?
Wind chimes. Silent. Wooden wind chimes.
Was it not?
It's a little boat we used to cross the only way on.
What a comforting thought.
437? All the bits I got left, probably less bits I buy. Oh man, Airbus, thank you so much for the biddies. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And good luck with your runs. Oh, it's Birdsong!
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do
Should we go back to the
Okay,
top?
let's go to the gardens, open up this sucker, and see if we can
Let's try this again.
have a look at what it is.
You
So,
know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
we need a Space Invader. That looks like the like a crown and eyes. The upper face of something. The Squidopus. And the strong ass thingy.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Oh, I knew it was a secret door behind this mouth.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Okay, let's go down. I think Freya is alive down here. Did she hate her family and took refuge down here? Ooh. Oh my god, this is where they produce the golden bugs. They're trying to make a big fucker up here.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
And these?
What's in there?
Oh. They're making like ruby, diamond, sapphire, like all types of bugs there.
It's a little diagram.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
12, 47, 211, 33, 21. Okay.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms.
We have 1 hour and a half left from this point onwards, more or less. Oh, is it
One
that
has one or
much
two
left of the
insects
game?
inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
Because I think I probably won't have time to play for another 1.5 hours. So maybe we should save this for next week then. Yep, that's usually how long this part takes. Right. And I think if I'm streaming, maybe it could be closer to 2. Which would fit another stream very well. So maybe I'll just actually end it here then, because I'm already a little bit over time, or quite a lot over time. Usually I end 1.5 hours ago. And we'll finish this up the next week instead. That's actually... I was just about to ask how long was left of the game, because I was thinking, since I was a little bit over time, if it was just like 10 minutes, it would be nice to finish it up. But if it's 1.5 hours, then I think this is a good place to stop then. Man, this was really fun.
Rows of plants.
What color is the
It
soil?
looks black, but it's...
So I think let's stop there for today then, and then we'll do another. Then we'll finish up this run next stream, or not next stream. Next stream is tomorrow, but next week. This is the big revelation, final chapters. Nice. So I'm gonna keep you guys on suspense. We're ending with a cliffhanger. W stream, thank you. This has been really fun. I am gonna play some Mega Man Maker tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that game. It's not super big, but it's a really, really fun game when people make maps. And it's basically Mega Man from Nintendo, like 8-bit Nintendo. And it's super fun. Like, the maps are so good. So I had a guy called Urisen that was in my stream. I have a good friend called Lorenzo that is streaming a lot of Mega Man Maker. And in his community, there's a guy called Urisen that also made really, really good map packs. And basically... Oh, you just got here? Speaking when you speak of the devil. He appears right in your chat. No, so we're gonna finish up. So we played through Lorenzo's. He made 11 levels in Mega Man Maker, which basically made it a full-on game. Like 8 bosses, as in any Mega Man game, and then 3 Dr. Wily stages. And Urisen had made the same. So, like, not the last Friday, but the one before that, we played through Lorenzo's levels, and then last Friday we played through Urisen's levels. Devil Lorenzo. Devil Lorenzo. I like it. That's your new nickname. And the thing is, I did not finish up Urisen's levels last time. So I was thinking I was gonna finish them up tomorrow instead. So that is what we are doing tomorrow. Gonna see if we can finish some hard levels. And if we finish early, which I don't think we will because I'm not that good at the game, we will definitely see if we can either play some more maps from random people, or if we check out some other game or whatever we do. It's Mega Man Maker Friday again, as last Friday and the Friday before that. I really enjoyed it. It's really fun. If you like Mega Man, you should definitely have a look at that game. It's free. It's made by fans, so anyone can just download it for free and play as much as they want. It's really good. Yes, I think that is all for me today. So if you haven't followed already, I'd love it if you wanna drop a follow, and if you want to join my Discord, there's a link to my Discord as well. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna play Mega Man Maker, and then I will see what we are doing next week. I have a few things in mind. I'm thinking I might try the Stanley Parable next week. I don't know if you know what type of game that is, but it looks like a really fun game. Let's see, I have even Gold Edition. So I'm thinking of playing through this, or starting this next week. It looks really trippy, but in a cool way, it really does. Just a voiceover telling you what to do, and is like aware that you are in a game, but you don't know that you're in a game. Like, you're not supposed to be in a game in the game. I don't know, it's very weird. And it looked really fun. I've seen it. Crazy walking simulator with funny dialogue and cardboard baby. Yes, that's basically it. I haven't watched much, I've only seen like a few minutes. And by the few minutes I've seen of the game, it looked like it was fucking insane. So I'm actually looking forward to playing this. I have a few other games in mind as well. But I really want to get my hitless run in Hollow Knight. So I think we're gonna start off the week with some Hollow Knight. And then as the week goes on, we gotta finish up Tangle Tower. I was thinking we were gonna finish that up today. Apparently we didn't, so we have 2 hours left maybe. So I could make that a stream early next week as well maybe. Just to finish it up, because this was really fun. And now we're getting to the conclusion, goddammit. But yeah, no. It's gonna be a fun week. So but tomorrow...
What's in there?
Tomorrow, we got another day tomorrow before we start the next week. You should totally do a stream for the Cardboard Baby achievement. Is there an achievement for that? The Stanley Parable? View my achievements. Get your first achievement. You can't jump. No, seriously, with disabled it. Beat the game. Complete the Stanley Parable. Welcome back. 8. Test achievement descriptions. Replace this. This achievement, please ignore. The setting world champion. Completing speedrun. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Okay. Super go outside. Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for an entire duration of a Tuesday. What the hell? Oh, I love this game already. I haven't even started it and I love it already. Oh well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. It's been really nice streaming for you and I hope you've had a good time. We will continue this next week. Tomorrow, Mega Man Maker, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope to see you then. Bye! Thank you for streaming. I only got here at the end, but it was still fun. It's the count that fought Lorenzo. And I really appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. Also, a Dutch colleague of mine told me today that it's actually pronounced Van Gogh, or Gogh. Van Gogh. Is that the painter from Netherlands? Van Gogh. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Bye everyone. Love you all.